fierce. You know, practically all of the best from the West Coast turning out, trying to get a chunk of this change. And it's been a great show so far. ChrisCCH is staying dominant, absolutely dominant, showing why he wins Wednesday night fights all the time, performs super well in the CPT events. You know, and he's a young gun. He's like 19. He's so young, and he's got such a promising career ahead of him. Let's see how he can kick this off. You know, we're in the CPT offseason. Is he going to be able to continue that strength going up against EliTheCurry? Do we have...
I feel like the names are reversed.
I think so.
The names are reversed. Yeah. Eli is representing the Ryu, not continuing with the Laura. I was beginning to theory craft what the matchup was going to look like for Laura, because being a big counter poker means that she's going to be able to stand just outside of that effective range. But Eli wants the Laura match, and the Laura match he shall get.
Yeah, and now are we gonna see, you know, is ChrisCCH gonna feel a little tentative to try and beat up on Sakura's husbando and, you know, let him live to see another day in the hopes that they can finally get that relationship going? I don't suspect that's gonna be the case.
No, it seems like not challenging that dash forward there was ChrisCCH. I feel like that's an energy that we've seen pretty consistently, and you've called it out a couple of times, right? Like, your big counter striker in Sakura, you need to really believe in that. I believe in the VT2,
dude,
or the V skill 2 rather.
If we're gonna talk about winners in the most recent patch, Ryu is playing a whole different game. He's I think juiced to the gills past even season 1 maybe, compared to the rest of the cast, because in season 1 there were other characters that matched him in some regards, but the way that they've been nerfed, he's been put closer to his season 1 counterpart than ever before, and I really think we're going to see that character represented a lot. And look at this, you know, EliTheCurry, traditionally a incredibly strong Laura player, and already like having the confidence to go to Ryu here in grand finals.
But here's the problem though, if you're not a tried and true Ryu player or a traditional fireball player, you need to, there's a nuance to a fireball game. The amount that we're seeing him get jumped in on by Chris is, I think it's going to dissuade you from the fireball game. You need to change up that energy, but you need to continue to represent it. Representing that stun combo, though, is Eli. And Chris really committed to an EXDP in that one corner situation that really had that all get away from him.
Yeah, and, you know, Sakura is one of those characters with her EXDP. You do have enough time to get the big boy jump punish, and that hurts extra against a character who doesn't have a ton of vitality. Big jump, cross-up, medium kick, and there we see, you know, some of the added benefit. One of the things that was buffed for Ryu is his Tatsu any of his Tatsus do hit crouching opponents now. Such a huge benefit for him to give him consistent Oki off of confirms.
Right. Tatsu activates straight into the throw, but now you're going to start that offense. V-shift back, doesn't want to deal with the VT offense there from ChrisCCH, but still having to deal with this pressure in the corner, just goes for the V reversal.
And that, oh my gosh, good damage, okay, has the corner control, and Ryu doesn't get the same kind of sauce that Sakura does in the corner control, but still, if you have that option, oh my gosh, what happened?
Dropped.
Oh, and no punish! Not like this. Okay, he's got V-trigger now, so he's got an opportunity, but he decides to go for that? Okay, they're both... Oh my gosh, this is so much scramble right here. And the big jump in punish!
I even opened the set talking about EliTheCurry's fireball game for Chris to lose it on a bad fireball in the corner. Eli takes the first game. Oh my god, what a tense situation.
Yeah, what do you even say, right? Like, we've seen ChrisCCH utilizing his fireball game so well, and that's something you have to do with Sakura, because her fireball is very different than a traditional Shoto's. And he'd been doing it so well up until this point. You know, he's sitting pretty on winner's side grand finals, and then to lose like that, you know, maybe there's a little bit of nerves, maybe a little bit of unfamiliarity, but EliTheCurry right now is looking pretty good with this Ryu. It's not an optimized Ryu, but the fundamentals are there, and the buffs are showing out. Oh no.
Oh my god, we are scrambling. We are swinging upon one another. Chris chasing down.
Okay. Back to this neutral game. EliTheCurry, that could have been a link into probably EX Fireball from that range, but again, you know, he's not a traditional Ryu. Another big jump, and he has the reads, and look at the follow-up with that V-skill too. So much damage, such a big buff for him. Now he's one hit away. Okay, he's trying to shimmy. Where's going to be the EX? There's the activation.
Oh, okay. Once again, it's down to the last hairs of life for the both of them. Oh, he tried so hard. He got so far. In the end, it didn't even matter. Finding the back throw on the punish on the DP was Chris to take the first round of the second game. But you're sitting pretty on the winner's side. The longer this goes, the more comfortable you get in the matchup, the better off you are. The flip side, though, if Eli makes that pace switch of a Laura switch, you have that first game and then you just need to get 2 games on a Laura. Like, that's the most terrifying thing for me right now watching this.
Oh no cross cut. Rather than actually getting the walk under opposite input, he tried to go for a late cancel on, or a late input on the DP to try and get it to autocorrect and no dice. And again, that's absolutely something that a seasoned Ryu player would have, and maybe a little bit of uncomfortability and unsure execution from EliTheCurry with this new Ryu. Oh, yeah, look at the damage!
Did they buff his low forward? Because it's looking a little juiced.
They absolutely did. It is now 6 frames, and I believe recovers faster. And that's so that's,
I definitely see 6 frames, and that's I can even feel it watching it.
Yeah. Low forward into fireballs like a true block string, except for at max range now, I believe, as well.
Wow. Damn. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's great for a Shoto, right? You know, don't give him the opportunity to try and challenge with some sort of reversal. And Ryu has an exceptionally good fireball game. He's a problem to worry about, and we're seeing that with EliTheCurry's Ryu pick. Oh, good buffer. Okay, challenging the jump out attempt, and there's the Tatsu. I like that, but he still has to worry about stun. He's not out of the park yet. Finally, the EX to bust out, get ChrisCCH off of him, and there's the activation point.
Yeah, just V-shifting back, doesn't want to deal with any of that, but still getting chased down. EliTheCurry is finding this damage. There's the standing short buffer that you need to be representing from Chris.
Oh my god. Dude, that's such a strong follow-up, and it's so worth it. Okay, and the forward throw, man, and that's, you know, that's another thing. They did make his stand medium punch a little bit better, and that was what allowed him to stagger the pressure there and get that forward throw, and the big jump in. That has been the name of this set. ChrisCCH just has to be second guessing these fireball throws.
I feel like part of the difficulty, right, is like on top of worrying about the air game, you still need to be throwing the fireballs because you need to contest Eli's fireball game on the Ryu. So it's like, all right, if I do too much, I'm going to get jumped. If I don't do enough, I'm losing a fireball game and eating all this other stuff. I need to represent both. Representing the corpse. Oh, chases down the V-shift.
And, you know, that was kind of, I don't know that that was specifically an option select timing, more as a baked in option select, right? Because it's safe on hit. Well, obviously it's safe on hit. It's going to land on hit, but on block, it's safe. So if he does anything there, you're fine. You're not worrying. And it just paid out, you know, against the V-shift. It caught it because it was still active. It was a really great read and risk assessment from ChrisCCH.
All right, dealing with this pressure now. How much respect do we see on Wake Up? None. Going for the proper meaty. Still not scared of a reversal. It's ChrisCCH, but scared enough to back off. Lets Eli walk all the way back to mid-screen.
Okay. Yeah, now again, they're just jockeying for this position, trying to get in that low forward range where they can comfortably throw fireballs, control the block string pressure, and now they're throwing out their bigger buttons. Okay. There's the Tatsu that's safe, and he takes the -2 situation. That's that grappler mentality.
BT activate. How much damage are you going to be able to cash out? Not very much without bar, but off the big meaty in the corner. Are you dead? Yes, you are. 2 games to 1 for ChrisCCH. Maybe going to be able to clean this out straight from the winner's side. Do we now see the character switch from Eli, or does he let this rock with the Ryu? I think if you make the change to the Laura here, your goal obviously is no, it doesn't even matter what I think. It's not going to happen. Eli's letting it rock with the Ryu.
And admittedly, I think this is a better choice. Laura really struggles against Sakura because of her movement speed. The Tatsu approach, you know, can deal with fireballs better. And then again, as we've harped on time and time again in any match that it's involved in, that stand light kick is such a problem. And you know, Laura doesn't have a good option to deal with that. So I like this pick from EliTheCurry, but you know, I just don't think the familiarity is there yet.
Chris looking familiar though. The double shimmy. Oh my god, wake up buttons from Eli working. No. Even finding the corner switch. So much damage with the wake up DP from Chris. And it's set, not set, tournament point, pot bonus point even for ChrisCCH. Is he going to be able to clean it out? Both looking like a clean slate right now. Okay.
Yep, tried to go for the backdash there to get out of the throw mix-up, got clipped counter hit, but it didn't really happen anything. There's a big jump in, put in the corner, and that, I think maybe was supposed to be EX Fireball, but no dice. Out of range to throw, and he is down backing for his life, but it doesn't matter. He's super dead. Super dead.
Yeah. 2 bars on deck, spends the EX bar.
What?
Oh no, alive?
I can't believe he can't. Oh my god, I can't believe he didn't go for the Tatsu. That would have killed. Oh my gosh, not like this. Is Eli gonna make this comeback? Does he have the Laura in him for the robbery? Oh,
why? Why? You didn't need to. All you had to do was block Chris.
Oh.
Okay, finds the crouch jab to still clean it out. Managed to, this time the plate was fumbling, caught the plate. We protected Grandma's China, did ChrisCCH, and you're gonna get to buy a whole lot more of Grandma's China with that $1,000 pot bonus.
Yeah, that is a fat stack of cash going to first place. Not all of it. I'm assuming it's divided, but
We're
that
paying
extra
top 8.
chunk. Top 8. Okay, fantastic.
Top 8.
You love to see it. You know, shout outs to events that are able to do that and make the effort to. You know, you want to make sure your competitors are appreciated. But talking about appreciation, we absolutely have to acknowledge the composure, the recompense from ChrisCCH to kind of, you know, there was the shock of EliTheCurry choosing Ryu. Nobody expected it. I didn't see it coming. And it looked like it was playing out in his favor at the beginning, right? He was really utilizing those new buffs, that extra damage that Ryu gets with that V skill 2 sauce on the cancel. But ChrisCCH was able to rein it back in and play the game that Sakura thrives off of.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And you said it perfectly. I think it was just getting a sense for, maybe there was even the mental preparation for a different pick for Eli, because I have to imagine that Chris wasn't prepared for that pick just as much as we weren't. But you know, eventually tuned into it, found the right energy, and even in that last game there, you could see the confidence, and it was just exactly what you need to see in the utilization of Sakura's toolkit, and managing to clean this out here for the SLC Barfights, presented by Get Good FGC and brought to you by Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, you know, an absolutely great event, a really good turnout. You know, thank you so much to the competitors. Thank you so much to the sponsors across the board. A lot of support, and that's what, you know, you need to see. We're in this uncertain time in the FGC. We don't know when offline events are going to come back, so we're making do. And to get that support, both from the viewers, from the sponsors, from the TOs, from the competitors, is so important to make sure that everybody feels like we can still keep doing this. We can hang on long enough for offline events to come back, and we can't thank you enough so much for you know, sticking with us and believing in this event.
Yep. And I'm going to do a couple quick call outs. So thank you, first of all, to Casa Bunch for running brackets. Because, like, y'all may think, like, oh, they just run brackets. Having somebody that just wants to run your brackets makes a tournament
blessing
so easy. Like, it makes it, from a production standpoint, it is so easy. Thank you to V for Charlie for producing the stream assets, the layouts, the logos. Everything that you see visually is done by Viet. Thank you, my dude. Thank you to Facebook for throwing $1,000. Thanks to the players for putting on such a cool event. And thank you so much to the commentators for showing up. Like, seriously, as somebody who has to put an event on, to have people like, yeah, I'll come bring hype to these matches.
Of course.
It means so much to all of us. And again, thank you everyone that watched it. Mustapheles, dude, that Carly Rae Jepsen shirt all night.
Dude,
it's
my
so
queen?
good. It's so fucking good. God, that shirt.
I have two Carly hoodies and a Carly long sleeve. She is my wife.
Dude, like, looking at that shirt.
I wasn't ready for that. You guys heard the remix, right?
Of what?
Of what? Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't, I think it's the 10th anniversary remix for Call Me Maybe.
No,
Friday. No, that's different.
Oh,